April 22nd, 23rd, and 24th, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. The sun is in Taurus and the moon is 90 degrees away in Leo. Look, it's a perfect 90-degree angle. Not comfortable. And on the 24th is Barbra Streisand's birthday. I had the privilege of giving a reading many, many years ago to the man that originally found her. So he was auditioning girls in New York City in a school auditorium. I love the story. And she came up to sing, and the microphone just randomly broke. It was the end of the audition. And she said, "Oh no." And he said, "Well, just go ahead and sing without it." And then she opened her voice and he was like, "You don't need a microphone." And he thought she was so magnificent, but people thought she wasn't pretty. And he just stood his ground. He was like, "Listen to that voice." And then she became, as we all know, one of the most purest sounds. I've loved her voice. However, look at the configuration today. The sun's in Taurus and the moon's in Leo, and she actually has this. She is Aries rising, sun in Taurus, moon in Leo. It's a conflicted influence, and apparently she hates to perform, so they say. I actually heard it firsthand from someone that knew her, that she threw up before she went on stage. It was so uncomfortable, and so that's why it's so rare to see her perform. But when you hear the sound of her voice, Taurus rules the throat, just like Adele, just like Bing Crosby. This is the gift of being able to hear the tone that reminds us of home. It rhymed. You know when you hear somebody singing and your whole body gets tingles? This is what Barbra Streisand does for us. It's so pure. It's so perfect. It takes you out of this world, and yet it resonates in your body. But the moon in Leo is shy. Believe it or not, these two signs are the shyest signs in the zodiac. Taurus don't want to be noticed. It's like they're self-conscious. They feel like they're not really worthy. They have a worthiness issue. For no reason, by the way. If I had Astrology Kingdom, I would rewrite Taurus and say, you guys, you come to the front of the line. And Leo, surprise, surprise, is shy. They're not shy when they have a role to play, when they're playing as an actress or they're standing center stage. But once these two come off stage, you're like, can we be alone? And we all know that's true of Barbra Streisand. I had another client that worked really closely with her. And after working on this whole film, he was a costume designer. Love the story. He went up to her, babes. They call her babes. And at the end, he was up in her New York City, Manhattan apartment. And he said to her, he's getting ready to finish the job. He was done. And she said, "You know, I've loved working with you." And he, who was an Aries, turned to her and said, "You know what? I didn't love working with you, and I'm not doing this again." Because she's so controlling. Taurus, Leo, it's so willful. It's both fixed, so strong. And that's difficult because she's also Aries rising. So my point is, during these few days, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, there's a tension. And it's true for Tauruses, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquariuses. You might notice that you're just on edge. And when that happens, fixed signs, your best bet is to sit still. Guilt-free card, Taurus. You don't have to move when you don't want to. You're allowed to go slow. You're allowed to go in. And the sun has just entered Taurus. So we're going to have a whole month of talking about it. My invitation for all of us, slow down. Let the shyness, all shyness is from my point of view, it's a soul who doesn't like their ego. And that's the conflict here. They're soulful when they sing. Their voice takes us straight to the gods, to the angels. But their ego's like, why are they all looking at me? It's a funny feeling. So if you're a shy show-off, or you have this feeling inside of you, or you've been shy your whole life, that's a sign that you're soulful. Write that down. Debra Silverman, Astrology Answers, brought to you by giving you permission to be yourself, because everyone else is taken. You may as well just be you.